Sitaramam Shakti. This is the one and the only Shakti Fridays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say it's a pleasure and honor to have you locked on as you play all these divine songs and bring you teachings of divinity on this very auspicious Friday morning. Today's Shakti Fridays, and indeed for the next few discourses, we'll be focusing our discourse on Naaga worship. The worship of Naaga Devta, the female Naaga, Naaga Kanni, and the Naagas in general. This discourse, and indeed the next few discourses upcoming, focus on the worship, the power, the stories of Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, and in general the Naagas. We explore this ancient worship and indeed we shed light on Naaga Devta, who is often neglected in the various discourses of Hindu spirituality, but who plays an important role in Hinduism, in the functioning and the continuity of the world, and serves as a powerful protective deity in Hindu spirituality. But in the first place, I want to say pranam, good morning to each and every one of you. I want to say pranam and good morning to Shani Beer, Monica G. Rupnarayan. I want to say pranam and good morning to all the devotees of the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York. I want to extend greetings and say pranam to Pujari Kavirdas G2 and Grandma Rose. I want to say pranam and good morning to all those watching in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Suriname, the various Caribbean islands. I want to say pranam and good morning to all those watching in Canada, the United States of America, South Africa, the Mauritius, and elsewhere. Wherever you're locking in from, wherever you're viewing this video from, I want to say may Naaga Devta, may the Naagas bless you and your family in an incredible way. Please do me one favor in the first place. Share this link across your Facebook with all your friends and family as we speak about Naaga worship, this ancient form of worship. I want to say pranam and good morning to Gayatri Narayan. I want to say good morning and pranam to Radha Totaram. Let me take this opportunity as well to say and extend an invitation to all devotees. The Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York, cordially invites you and your family to join them for their 16th annual puja. Their 16th annual puja will be from Friday, August 21st to Sunday, August 23rd. It'll be 3 days of worship, 3 days of receiving the darshan of the Divine Mother. It'll be 3 days of spiritual upliftment. And it'll be 3 days of worship we wouldn't want to miss. So once again, the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir extends an invite to all devotees to join them for their 16th annual puja from Friday, August 21st to Sunday, August 23rd. Come out and receive the darshan, the blessings of the Divine Mother. A note on fasting requirements. Before attending this puja on Friday, August 21st, devotees are required to do a 72-hour fast. That is, they have to refrain from meat, fish, egg products, intimate relations for a period of 72 hours before they may be permitted to attend this puja. For more information on this puja, you can contact Pujari Kabardas G2 at 917-929-7150. That's Pujari Kabardas G2 at 917-929-7150 for more information. This one is in glorification of Mother Ganga, the goddess of the rivers, and the goddess attributed with fertility. I want to say pleasant good morning and pranam to Buddy Ramlagan. Buddy Ramlagan would like to say good morning to Dolly. I want to say pranam and good morning to Auntie Nelly. I want to say happy Friday and blessings to Wendy Tackerdine and indeed the entire Tackerdine family. I want to say good morning and pranam to Kumari Jacob. Once again, if you just locked on, I want to say Sitaram Om Shakti Vanakam and pranam to you and your family. Thank you for joining me on this Friday morning as we take the opportunity to speak about Naaga Devta, the worship of Naagas in Hindu spirituality. I want to say pranam and good morning to Aaron Stephen. I want to say pranam and good morning to Irish Shivrachan and family. Let me take this opportunity as well to say pranam and good morning to all those watching in Longmanville, in Trinidad and Tobago, all those watching in Guyana and elsewhere. Wherever you're tuning in from, wherever you're locking in from, I want to say may Naaga Devta bless each and every one of you profoundly. Let us begin our discourse for today. In every culture, we find there is worship of snakes or serpents. They are honored for the role that they play in the well-being and the continuity of life for human beings. And in Hinduism, it is no different. From ancient times, Hindus have worshipped the snakes, or as we call it, the Naagas. Many of the deities in Hinduism are shown with a Naaga, shown with a snake. So to define it, Naaga Devta is the supreme serpent deity in Hinduism. He is that male energy. Then we have Naaga Kanni, who is the female serpent deity. Under Naaga Devta and under Naaga Kanni, we have the Naagas. The Naagas are semi-divine beings who are worshipped and have influence over the universe, influence over people. So for you to have the understanding, there is Naaga Devta, the male deity. There is Naaga Kanni, the female serpent deity. And then there are Naagas, which are semi-divine beings under them. Put simply, they are in essence the workers. They are the advocates of Naaga Devta and Naaga Kanni. And these Naagas, these semi-divine beings, these semi-divine serpents, while they are semi-divine, while they come under, they are subordinate to Naaga Devta and Naaga Kanni, They have the power to influence the lives of individuals. They may bless an individual. They may bless a family. But if you anger them in whatever way it is, they may similarly harm you. Naaga Devta and the Naagas fall under the category of a Kshetrapalita. What is a Kshetrapalita though? A Kshetrapalita is a guardian deity or a guardian semi-divine being. A Kshetrapalita can be a deity that descends from heaven, a deity that descends from the sky. Can be semi-divine beings such as the Gunas. You know, Shiva has his Gunas. You know, Bhairav Baba has his Gunas. The Bhuta Gunas. Or indeed, they can be what we call entities of the nature, entities connected with the nature. And when I speak about entities connected to the nature, we are talking about Naagas. The Naagas are entities of the nature because they are related to particular environments. They are connected and they are associated with, for example, a mangrove. They might be associated with a water. So for you to have the understanding, Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, and indeed the semi-divine beings we call the Naagas, they fall under the category of a Kshetrapalita deity. They are guardian, protector deities. And generally speaking, when it comes to a Kshetrapalita deity, it is usually the case that once a year or every 6 months, people do a puja for them. This applies for any Kshetrapalita deity, including the Naagas. Usually, every 6 months or every year, individuals will do some type of elaborate puja for them. But what is the reason why? That puja or that offering is done to help to protect them, protect the devotee from enemies, natural disasters, protect them from negative entities such as Bhut. So these Kshetrapalitas are worshipped for protection. Every 6 months or every year, a grand puja is done for them. As we bring it back to our discourse for today, where we are speaking about Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, and the Naagas. To give you an example, on a mangrove, Every single year there's a particular mangrove where devotees will clean that area and they will do a grand offering to the Nagas for their protection, for their well-being to be maintained. So Kshetrapalas, generally speaking, you do once a year or every 6 months you do an elaborate puja or you do an elaborate offering for them, for the blessing of continued protection. Naaga Devta is protective in nature. Naaga Kanni and Naagas, they are protective in nature. They protect you from certain things that will cause harm. You know, there is a little story about a Naga. There is a little village, and that village was going to be subject to a tsunami. So the Naga dreamt all of the individuals in that village. All of them had a dream involving that Naga. To give them advance warning that the tsunami was coming, there was imminent danger. So here it provides an example that the Nagas are really protective in nature. And what danger is imminent, they will warn you, or they will protect you from that danger. You know, someone the other day asked me, what is the reason why people worship Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, or indeed just the Nagas? What is the reason why Hindus worship the Nagas? You are worshipping the Nagas for protection as it relates to the environment. Any sort of environmental, natural disasters, you worship them for that. If the devotee or the devotee's family may have any sort of dosha associated with the pitris, Naaga Devta brings alleviation to that. So when individuals' lives are halted by pitri dosha, that is, the pitris have created negative outcomes, negative scenarios in their lives because they weren't honored properly, they weren't pleased properly. Naaga Devta frees the devotee from that suffering. When it comes to these doshas of the pitris, an individual may see in his or her family there is disease, there is sickness, there are a lot of blockages when an individual is trying to achieve great things in their career, accumulate wealth, accumulate a house and everything. And no other remedy bears good results. Any puja that they do doesn't have any merit in essence. They don't get any help. But when they go to the foot of Naaga Devta, when they go to seek the blessings of the Naagas, the Pitri dosha is alleviated. They are liberated from the curses which stem from their ancestors, from the lack of worship of their ancestors, from errors that have been made in final rites. So Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni and the Naagas, they protect us from natural disasters. They alleviate the suffering of the Pitri doshas. And for you to have the understanding, Naaga Devta and the Naagas, they are associated with rain, they are associated with the clouds, they are associated with the waters, to ensure that we have continuity of life in this world today. We worship the Naagas for rain to continue to fall, for there to be precipitation. We worship the Naagas. Naag is associated with water. Naag is also associated with clouds. Without the cloud formation, how can there be rain in this world? Without the waters, how can there be precipitation eventually through the water cycle? Furthermore, the reason why we worship the Naagas and the Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, is for the blessing of fertility, so that a couple may bring a child or multiple children into this world. Naag has the power to bless the devotee with children. So for you to have the understanding in Hinduism, we all have the understanding that when an individual, when a couple is having issues of fertility, they cannot bring about a child in this world. They go to the foot of Mother Ganga. Mother Ganga is related to that domain. But equally so, the Naagas and Naaga Devta is attributed fertility, the blessing of fertility. And it is a possibility. This is for you to have the understanding. When you have an issue of a spiritual nature, you need a remedy that is specific to your karmic situation, specific, and that will be effective to you. Not all remedies will be effective to you and your personal case. We can conceive of it very simply. An individual may have a disease of some sort, but is it not true that every medication doesn't work for that individual? A person can have the same disease as you have, but the medication bears no good results in your case. It can bear good results in their case, but not yours. But is it not the same medicine for the disease which you have? Similarly, Mother Ganga is generally approached for the blessing of a child. But I want to tell you here today, I want you to understand this, devotee. When an individual cannot have a child, and that is related to the doshas of the pitris, to the curses of the ancestors, or any type of other negativity, any other type of curse, you do not go to the foot of Mother Ganga to seek the blessing of a child. You go to the foot of Naaga Devta. You go to the Naagas to seek the blessing of a child. Because Naaga Devta in that particular scenario is most effective. Naaga Devta has the power to remove and alleviate all doshas, to clear the way for the devotee. I want to say Pranam and good morning to Doors Dairam, Radhika Ramprasad, Bharat Samlal, Radhika Ramprasad would like to extend greetings to her friend Ruby Sami. I want to say Pranam and good morning to Fenton Tawari, Monica Narayan, I want to say Pranam and good morning to Savitri Manbon, Devika Mahabir, Vanessa Matadine, Mira. I want to say Pranam and good morning to Chanu Kemraj, Aaron Stephen, Radha Totaram, Devanandas, and so many others locked on as well. If I happen to miss your name or greeting, I humbly apologize. But I want you to know that I appreciate you tuning in and being a part of the Shakti Sundays family.
शक्तिये अम्मा देवी शक्तिये देवी शक्तिये अम्मा देवी शक्तिये உலகையின்றவன் தேவி உமையுமானவள் உமையானவள் எந்தன் உயிரை காப்பவள் உலகையின்றவன் தேவி உமையுமானவள் உமையானவள் எந்தன் உயிரை காப்பவள் நிலவில் நின்றவள் தேவி நித்தியானவள் நிலவில் நின்றவள் தேவி நித்தியானவள் நிலவில் நின்றவன் எந்தன் நிதியும் சக்தியே நிலவில் நின்றவள் எந்தன் நிதியும் சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே தேவி சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே செம்மையானவள் தேவி சிகமுமானவள் அம்மையானவள் அன்பு தந்தையானவள் செம்மையானவள் தேவி சிகமுமானவள் அம்மையானவள் அன்பு தந்தையானவள் இம்மையானவள் தேவி இன்பமானவள் இம்மையானவள் தேவி இன்பமானவள் மும்மையானவள் என்றும் முழுமை சக்தியே மும்மையானவள் என்றும் முழுமை சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே தேவி சக்தியே அம்மா தேவி சக்தியே
I want to say happy Friday and pranam to Wilbert Sicharan. I want to say pranam and good morning to Debbie Algu. Let me take this opportunity as well, just to take this opportunity and pause and say happy belated birthday to Debbie Algu, who is a very, very dedicated listener of Shakti Sundays and Shakti Fridays. I wish to take this opportunity to pause and say belated birthday greetings going out to Debbie Algu, wishing her the blessings of the Divine Mother in all her glorious forms. May the Divine Mother bless you with joy, love, laughter, and longevity. As we relate this song back to our discourse, there is a Naga who protects Mariamma Devi. And if you look at many of the deities in Hinduism, there are Nagas that protect them, Nagas that are associated with them. Once again, if you just locked on, I want to say Vanakam, Pranam, and Happy Friday. This is the one and the only Shakti Fridays with Justin D. Anthony, and I want to say it is my distinct honor to have you locked on as we discuss today, as we speak about the glories of Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, and the Naagas, one of the oldest worship in Hinduism, the worship of the serpents. I want to say Pranam and good morning to Shirley Hariprasad. Shirley Hariprasad would like to wish her mom a happy 90th birthday. She writes, may God continue to bless her immensely. So on behalf of the Shakti Sundays family at large, we want to take this opportunity to extend birthday greetings to your mom, Shirley Hariprasad, as she celebrates 90 years of life. We want to say, may the Divine Mother Durga bless her with joy today and indeed every day. I want to take this opportunity as well to say Pranam and good morning to Nalini Ramrup, Bibi Chandra, So as we continue onwards with our discourse for today, speaking about Nag worship in Hinduism. The worship of the Nagas is one of the oldest forms of worship. In Tamil Nadu, how are the Nags worshipped? Well, traditionally, women will go to a snake pit. They will offer milk. Some of them will even break eggs and make an offering into the snake pit. So for you to have the understanding, the snake pit is where the worship of Naaga Devta, or just in general the Nagas, are performed. But Naaga Devta is not exclusively worshipped at the snake pit. At the Kadiya, that is an ant hill. Traditionally, Naaga Devta's worship is performed. So at an ant hill, they will have pots that are engraved with the image of Naaga Devta placed there. They will have these placard-like images with Naaga Devta ingrained, the image of Naaga Devta ingrained there. And at the ant hill, that is where the devotee will do his or her worship of Naaga Devta. Naaga Devta is found at the mangrove. The mangrove tree, Naaga Devta is found. Naaga Devta is also found in many waters. This is why, my friends, when you go to the sea, for whatever reason it is, you go to a beach and it's connected to a sea, the sea water and everything. You do not litter. You do not throw garbage on the ground. You do not just leave all your items and everything there. You do not disrespect the sea, the ocean. Because that is where the Naagas reside. That is the home of the Naagas. Every time you go to the sea and you disrespect, you litter, you do this, you do that, it angers the Naagas. And in turn, you will face inauspiciousness. You know, we go to many parts of the world today. We can go to a beach today. And what do we see? We see garbage all over the place, beer bottles and alcohol bottles. You know, people have come and do barbecue at the sea, and you know, they left all their meat and everything all over the place. This is what angers the Naagas. This is what angers Naaga Devta, angers Naaga Kanni. When you go to the sea, you have to view it as you're going to a sacred place. And if it is sacred, how can you litter? How can you leave all these things on the ground? So for you to have the understanding, Naaga Devta is found at the sea. When you go to visit the sea, my friends, do not litter, do not harm that sea or the beings that reside in the sea. When you go to the sea and you wish to make offerings, you wish to do a little prayer and everything, do not take your aluminum foil and place it in the water, let it go. Do not take the sari or whatever cloth material you want to offer and just put it in the water, let it go in. When you do these acts, you anger the Naagas because you destroy their home. You pollute their home. And in return, your life, you will have to face inauspiciousness. You'll have to face something negative. When you go to worship at the sea, when you go to worship at whatever waterway you go to worship, you offer the flowers, you offer the fruits, these biodegradable material, and that's all. And most importantly, you clean up after yourself. Whenever you go to a waterway, whenever you go to the beach, you know, that's connected to the sea and etc., no matter how you use it, whatever way you choose to use it, whatever indulgence, whatever fun and activity you engage in, always ensure you do not contribute to the polluting of that waterway. Because every time you pollute it, you anger the Naagas. And there is a consequence that awaits you. I want to say pranam and good morning to Mina Cromwell and my Akala family. I want to say pranam and good morning to Davy Ram. I want to say pranam and good morning to Cindy Sukram. And for you to have the understanding as well, you know, if you have a beach that is connected to a sea, connected to a sea, because usually, right, when it comes to Naga worship, right, we worship Naaga Devta at the ocean. Usually, you know, the Buddhists also worship Naaga Devta. It's not only the Hindus that worship Naaga Devta. And you know, the Buddhists, they will go in a little boat and they go in the middle of the sea with fruits, and they make a big offering of fruits to the Naagas. So the beach, and indeed the ocean, the sea itself, that's the home of the Naagas. This is where you can perform your worship of them. But for you to have the understanding as well, whenever you clean up the sea, whenever you clean up the ocean, whenever you remove a plastic bottle or some contaminant from the ocean, the sea, whenever you clean up the sea, even if it's not your trash, even if it's not your rubbish, the Naagas look at you and smile. This is a way in which one may be blessed by the Naagas. Just simply going to the sea, cleaning it up. That is a way of worship of the Naagas. So let me put it in summary for you. Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, the female Naga, and just the Naagas itself, they are found at the anthill. The worship of Naaga Devta is done at the anthill. The worship of Naaga Devta and the Naagas are done at a snake pit. The worship of Naagas and the Naaga Devatas are done at the sea, the ocean. And indeed, the worship of Naaga Devta is even done at the mangrove. As I mentioned earlier, there's a special mangrove that every year they clean that area, and devotees will do one offering once a year to the Naagas. So this is for you to have the understanding. In this program here, we're just simply doing an explainer video. We are doing a video to explain Naaga Devta, to explain Naaga Kanni, and to explain all the Naagas in general, that collective energy of the Naagas. In our next couple of discourses, we will discuss all the stories with the Naagas, all the glories of the Naagas, and the connections that the Naagas have to different deities. Naaga Devta has a connection, is very, very much connected to Lord Ganesh. So in this program, and indeed in the further programs that I will be doing, we'll be discussing Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, and Nagas in more depth. Because one show we cannot address all these topics. There is much to say, there is much to discuss and explore about the Nagas. In the meantime though, this song is in glorification of Lord Hanuman. And this one is done by Miss Renuka.
हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं तुम्हारी पूजा करूंगा। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं राम के करीब रहूंगा। तुम मेरे अरजहा हाँ तुम मेरी प्रेरणा हो। तुम मेरी अरजहा हाँ तुम मेरी प्रेरणा हो। तुम मुझे ऊपर उठाते हो। तुम मेरी आंखें खोलो। तुम मुझे ऊपर उठाते हो। तुम मेरी आंखें खोलो। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं तुम्हारी पूजा करूंगा। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं राम के करीब रहूंगा। हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा। आपके भक्ति राम को मेरी आत्मा मुस्कुराती है। धन्यवाद हे हनुमान तुम्हारी भक्ति अनंत है। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं तुम्हारी पूजा करूंगा। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान मैं राम के करीब रहूंगा। हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा। बजरंग बली बजरंग बली बजरंग बली
I want to say pranam and good morning to my Pua, Anita G2.
पहाड़ों को हिलाते हो। तुम प्रभु की सेवा करो। सेवा तुम पहाड़ों को हिलाते हो। तुम प्रभु की सेवा करो। हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा हरे राम हरे राम हरे रामा।
सुन लो मेरी पुकार
हरे राम हरे राम
ओ माता सुन लो मेरी पुकार ओ माता सुन लो मेरी पुकार ओ माता सुन लो मेरी पुकार सुन लो मेरी पुकार ओ माता 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 सुन लो मेरी पुकार
So of course we're reaching that point of time, reaching the end of this program. But before I leave, I'll leave you with a short story. And let me just do my concluding remarks. One unique aspect of Naagas, Naaga Devta, or the female Naaga, Naaga Kanni, is the ability to descend into the body of a human being, to speak to devotees, to advise devotees on their daily problems. They may even heal devotees. And from ancient time, the Nagas have descended into the bodies in particular communities to provide healing and to provide divine messages to help devotees in their daily life. As I conclude this program for today, when an individual manifests a Naaga Devta or Naaga Kanni, does Naaga Devta, the Nagas or the Naaga Kanni, are they more likely to manifest in a man or a woman? Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, the female Naga, or just in general the Nagas, these semi-divine beings. They're basically godly beings. They are more likely than not to descend into the body of a female. So here is the point to say that while a male may manifest, may enter a trance of Nagas or the Naaga Devtas, and few of them may do an accurate manifestation of the Nagas or the Naaga Devta or Naaga Kanni, while few of them have that power. Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, or the Nagas are more likely than not to manifest in a female. But what is the reason why? Naaga Devta and the Nagas, they have an affinity for that motherly energy, that female energy. And it comes back to a little story. There was once a man and woman who lived in the forest. They tried for years to have a child, but they were unsuccessful. One day in the forest, there was a big fire and many snakes were burned. This man and this woman took the snakes from the forest region, and they knew their little herbal remedies. This man and woman basically became the mother of all these snakes. They applied healing oil and they fed these snakes back to good health. Naaga Devta was so pleased with them that in turn, Naaga Devta, a form of the Nagas, would be born as their son. And in that particular region, Naga worship is very, very prominent. So to come back to my point, why is Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni, the female Nag deity, or the Nagas, more likely than not to manifest it or descend into the body of a female? Well, from a long time, from ancient time, the Nagas, Naaga Devta and Naaga Kanni, they are drawn to that maternal instinct. They are drawn to that maternal energy, that maternal quality, the maternal attributes found typically in a female. They are drawn to that because a long time ago those Nagas were cared by those two people that took the Nagas as though they are the mother of the Nagas. So Naaga Devta, Naaga Kanni and the Nagas are more likely than not to manifest in the body of a female, to descend into the body of a female. So for you to have the understanding, while a male may accurately manifest Naaga Devta, they may, but it is very, very rare. A true manifestation of the Nagas or Naaga Devta, it can be fair to say it is found in a female only. A female can provide an accurate trance or accurate oracle of Naaga Devta or the Nagas. And that's just due to the fact that the Nagas, the Naaga Devta, the Naaga Kanni, is always drawn to the maternal aspect, the maternal energy. And that, of course, is not found in males. That is found in a woman who embodies her feminine nature, her femininity, who epitomizes those qualities of empathy, care, love, restraint. So we conclude this discourse on the Nagas, but indeed join me on Sunday morning, where we'll continue our discourse on Naga worship. We'll delve into the stories of Naaga Devta. We'll explore something called the Naga Mandala, which is an elaborate 3-day of worship for Naaga Devta, the male Naga, and Naaga Kanni, the female Naga. So kindly join me on Sunday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. where we'll be speaking about and doing our second discourse on Naga worship. So of course, my friends, I've reached a point of time, I've reached the end of this program. With the next bhajan in mind, I'm taking my leave. Until I see you on Sunday morning, may Naaga Devta, may Naaga Kanni, and may the Nagas bless you and your family immensely.
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी
Before I leave, I want to say pranam and blessings to Pinky Sugrim, Bidya Rampal and family. Before I leave as well, I want to say pranam and blessings to Pamela Ramnot. If I happen to miss your name or greeting, I do humbly apologize. But I do indeed appreciate you tuning in and being a part of the Shakti Sundays family. Until we meet again on Sunday morning, my friends, have a safe and have a blessed weekend.
ओ देवी जय जय ओ देवी जय जय ओ देवी